lakad matatag!
Normally.
It's just, like, I think the rest of their stuff is very good and rounded. All I want is a hero, like...
They're lurking around the mid lane. BZM does have...
Avalanche Sunstrike, a lot of damage, and first blood for Katomi on BZM.
But there is triple. The big camp stack 3 times.
TP over from the puck.
Coil.
TP out from Fishman, and it'll force the Dream Coil. And Fishman, it's not first blood. And Wrath of Nature's Sunstrike with the toss, and the damage on a DM when that Wrath of Nature hits.
This is the power that I mentioned, the global presence, Sunstrike. Yeah. For the last 11 minutes, he almost didn't leave the lane. The TP to get that haste, but that's about it.
Doesn't really need to move.
And also, interesting build from him. A bit of a different one. Thinking about going Orchid.
Sunstrike, the toss, that is dead Shadow Demon as Entity.
Plus Arcane Rune. This is big if they can find an opening.
Fishman, he could be the opening. They're going to start to bring over Katomi, but...
They want the bigger target.
BZM, he's in. They've got the Silence with the Waning Rift, but Dream Coil now on a 2. Wrath of Nature's down. Tornado lands. Meteor right on top. They've got the Overgrowth coming through from Misha. It's on a 3 of these heroes. The Rolling Thunder now from DM. Going after Stormstormer. Doesn't quite hit him. Fishman still surviving. They've meted on Yuragi, so right-click damage is going to be big. They get the kill there on a Fishman. They'll take out 2. Oh, Stormstormer, he's hanging out top now as Toby's taking over bottom. And Misha nearby, but there's a fight over in the river. They've got the Orchid. They'll have the Sunstrike toss up into the air. There's the Sprout with the Wrath of Nature. And they get the kill to BZM once again and finish off Taiga. Coming through. Misha's here. They start to back off on Entity. Swashbuckle forward. Disarm onto Fishman. Drops a Tombstone onto the high ground. Dream Coil lands onto the Undying. But now, Silence onto this Nature's Prophet. And he's dead. He's all alone. They're trying to TP out on Fishman, but they get the disruption just in time. So that means 2 dead for Entity.
Entity's taken.
So 2 aces needed to tie your shoes. That's exactly what he'll do with them. Avalanche, toss, Sunstrike. This combo's working. Continues
to reveal of Katomi.
Unless they focus it, so it feels like this Tombstone's going to be full duration no matter what. Go after Fishman. No. Waning Rift.
Good toss.
Back to his team, Sunstrike. It's not going to do much, but now they've got the Meteor down. The Overgrowth on a 5, but can they fight? It's a great Overgrowth from Misha, but they've got the Disarm. It's onto the Terrorblade. He cannot right-click any of these heroes. They've got the Tombstone down once again. The Illusion's trying to work on it. Exorcism running forward, but Taiga using that Demonic Purge, slowing up Toby.
Misha still hiding. He's there. Being picked up by Watson.
Silence, and there's the Orchid. They'll get a kill at least on Misha.
It's a heavy commitment using this Dead Prophet.
Farming okay, and he's got just about the same net worth here as the Death Prophet.
That's another pickoff from Stormstormer. He's just playing on these side lanes, involved in 10 out of 12 kills. DM. Yeah.
Bottom lane, they're going to catch themselves a Shadow Demon once again, and Stormstormer now dominating, showing off that Hex. They do finish off the Heaven's Halberd on Pangolier, but it's... And that AC gets built in full for the Nature's Prophet. So this is timing's hitting for Entity. What do OG do?
They're trying to think of, you know, maybe if it's a Roche spawn, we'll try to get inside a pit and get it, and Stormstormer's already on it. He knows. He just used the Sunstrike, scouted that they're right there, but nothing's happening. There is no Roche.
Is now Avalanche. Toss up into the air. They've got the Silence. They'll have the Orchid. Overgrowth, not going to matter. Deafening Blast gets the kill. DM coming around with the Rolling Thunder. Damage out from Yuragi with the BKBB pop, and he can't get the kill to Katomi just yet. They have the root from the upgraded Nature guys onto Toby. They might be able to kill off the Death Prophet, but they can't finish him off. The Spirit Siphon's keeping him alive. He will not die. There's the Hex onto DM, who will shield crash onto the low ground. The Meteor lands onto Misha. They get the kill there onto the Tree Protector, taking out a second. They bought back on this Tiny, and now they've got an Orchid onto the Shadow Demon. Sprout to block him out, and they get a third.
If they got terribly...
Looking to surprise Entity. And they've got the Waning Rift. They have the Rolling Thunder. Can they get a kill here on the Stormstormer? Overgrowth, he just gone, but the damage coming into Taiga as well as BZM might be a little bit too much for them to handle with the BKBB Papa Yuragi. They go after these heroes on the side of Entity.
They need to
Dream
help
Coil, he's leashed up. Rolling Thunder, oh, the Hurricane Fight pushed him out of the Dream Coil and killed him. Stormstormer goes down, And there's a little help over to the side from the neutral camp, but they end up losing the Shadow Demon. Now Katomi's going to be run down by Yuragi as well as BZM. Have some help from DM, and they get 2 kills, no buybacks.
Not to fight the day at one, engaging smoke on smoke action. Full
BZM.
Daedalus now done.
Smoke broken, avoids the avalanche, but they've got the Hex. It's going to be on a BZM. He's on the back lines. They've got the Tombstone down. They're going to look over to the Metamorphosis as well as the BKB. Pop by Yuragi. So they go after Tiny. They get the kill. They get Katomi out of the fight immediately, but Misha's fallen too.
NC's in trouble.
Dream Coil. They have it on both Watson as well as Toby, but can they get the kill? Yuragi no longer with the BKB. He needs to be careful. He's got a Sunder available. Can he get it? No, he can't.
But the disruption.
Saving the life of this terribly. The 4-step back hill. Sunder his own Pangolier. That gets DM low. Watson still on the run, the 4-step forward. They look over as BZM trying to get the Uzi Orb and the damage to get the kill here, but he leashed him up with the Sprout. They have the damage to take out the Buck, and they will get themselves at least one more. But Fishman, Hex on a DM. He's gonna go down too. It's all for the Undying, and Watson trying to TP out. There's nobody there to stop him.
He does have a TP available.
Toby now spotted, and BZM Waning Rift. Ooh, avoiding the Tornado EMP over to the side, but they've got the Deafening Blast with the Meteor. We'll get the damage on the BZM.
Tombstone on the high ground.
Take it out so quickly. They've also got the Hex. It's on to Yuragi. He's trying to run as Misha gets the root on Katomi, but Taiga trying to leave the toss. It's not going to get the kill just yet, but they've got Fishman coming in and finishing him off with the help of the Ogre Seal Totem. BKB TP out from Yuragi, and OG really just don't get
Gear smoking himself. He knows that with the Blink Dagger and the side combo, he can go for these easy pickups on the side lane. Oh, Taiga's going to be the victim this time around.
Yeah, I think beneficial in the way that it's just not DM there for OG, but still losing.
He also found a Dispel for himself, Stormcrafter, so removing the silences.
X, Radio Blast, and the Meteors are down. They've got Watson in. They'll throw an Alacrity onto him. Can he get out of this one? Sunstrike, Illusory Orb, BZM hit by the Tornado, and phase shifting, but Watson's here again. They've got the Sprout.
The toss. This is also a gem. Gems being...
Somehow OG survive it all. Maybe they could get themselves 4th Roche. That would be Refresher Shard and Ag's Blessing for Yuragi. But it's going to be some time to get to that point. There's still 55 seconds on the current Aegis, so we're talking about
having a really good
future.
read. Like, look at Fishman's positioning.
Watson.
They know.
They have the Cataclysm coming through, and the damage is going to be put out
Still
on the
has
side of
Aegis.
OG. They have the Disruption to save the Shadow Demon. They'll get the Aegis out of the hands of Watson. Now they're going to look over as they should be able to finish off this Shadow Demon. They've got the Tornado. It lands on Yuragi. He's moving over, but now
he got
Spirit
the Siphon.
Siphon. Rolling Thunder hits on 3. That splits up the Spirit Siphon, so he won't be feared, but he's still going to be killed thanks to the Hex that's coming out from the Invoker. Stormstormer chasing for DM. They already got 3 down on the side of OG. They're TPing in on the Nature's Prophet, and Watson will clean up DM. 4 heroes gone on the side of OG.
They got the 8.
And Toby yet to die. He's enjoying life at 8-0 and 14. Rolling Thunder trying to buy some time. TB up in 15 seconds. Rolling Thunder starting to do some damage. They've got the Dream Coil down on the 2. They'll have the Radial Deafening Blast coming out from Stormstormer. But Tiny's still surviving. The throne getting low. Nobody here to stop this one. They still don't have the Terrorblade. They get the buyback and the kill on a BZM. So no more Puck. As they'll focus their attention onto the throne. They finally have the TB back, but it's not looking like it's going to matter. And Entity will knock OG out of the tiebreaker and qualify.